That's being a man right there. You know what I'm saying? Word. Boom. That or like killing an animal with your bare hands. I don't know that too. Yeah, you kill a giraffe. Yeah.
Are you trying to choke out a giraffe?
Here we go again, Carl.
What's your bare hands? Like, where on the giraffe's neck do you choke?
Yeah, where would you? That's a great question. Up high, probably. You got to go right under.
I mean, you're not going to get your hands around the base of it.
Pause.
That's a heavy pause.
Pause. Ostrich and giraffe. You kill an ostrich and giraffe, you win. Don't say that. We ain't gonna miss. I'm
not missing anything.
Yeah. Hey, yo, boom. We don't really want to waste no, because we're gonna start talking some good stuff. We're gonna miss it. We started recording quick on this one right here. I know it's gonna be a good one right here, yo.
Yeah.
Well.
Yes.
So let me get into it, yo. I got the Crush Your Soul joint on. Yeah, definitely.
I like that.
Yeah, Crush Your Soul, motherfuckers. Also, forget. Fucking January 31st. The Meadows, Brooklyn. What's it called? Future Wars, something like Mind Games Part 2. Rome Streets, be there. Boom. Carl, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. Repping Odd Mod Works today.
Definitely 229, Valdosta, Georgia. That's it. Yeah.
Yes,
PrimoJAB,
episode 229.
Yeah. Man, I'm good, man. Shout out the ever living spirit of Kai, man. You know, that's what I'm up here repping, man. Select few, you know what I mean?
True indeed. Yeah, Brooklyn's finest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But on the horn, we have people ask me numerous times when we gonna get this guy on the show. You know what I'm saying? Word. Definitely. I mean, he had to set at the 1,000 words joint. Criminal. God. Yeah. Yo,
that's
boy,
right.
Cosmo, criminal God on the show.
Criminal. Peace, almighty salute, man. Appreciate y'all having me, man. Thank y'all for showing me the hospitality, the love. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm familiar with what y'all do, and it's good to be added on to the additional legendary shows that y'all have been doing out here, man. Word, thank you.
Shout out to Queens. Shout out to Queens, yo. Word.
Salute, always.
Born and raised out there?
Born and raised, South Jamaica, Suffolk Boulevard, Fox Boulevard. Had family all over the hood, from Baisley Projects to 40 Projects to God Brewer to Rochdale to Merrick. So I've been all over Queens, all over South Jamaica, definitely. Born and raised.
Real Queens history, man. He just shouted out all them official blocks, them legendary blocks that you hear about, man. You know what I mean? Them pillars.
All that 118, 40, Baisley. You know what I'm saying? 119, 121, 125, 147 to Rock, like Rockaway Boulevard. Shout out to everybody over there, man. Word. Everybody bricks, everybody. Word.
Wow.
What up? Yeah, I think I heard you was a Tribe Called Quest fan.
Oh, definitely, man. Shit. Definitely. Who's not, man? Who's not?
That's right. Exactly. I don't want to know him.
PrimoJAB and Dilla produced.
Whoa. Don't speak blasphemous on me. Of course I'm a Tribe fan. Look, hey, bro, check it out, man. So I happen to express my feelings that I don't honor Dilla as, like, you know, the latest coming of Jesus Christ, like all these other people seem to do all the time. I like Dilla beats. Dilla beats are cool. I have several Dilla beats that I like, man. Let's clear the water. But he's not in my pantheon of like, oh, he one of the illest producers ever. Like, he made dope beats, but he cool.
Yeah. That's a rousing endorsement.
I'm from the Midwest. So boom.
Me too.
I'm from Chicago, bro. I know you are, but we fight because Chicago dudes. Hey, yo, criminal guard. Chicago dudes and St. Louis dudes ain't supposed to get along that well. You know what I'm saying?
I never heard that before. Word. This is my first time hearing that, man.
Cubs and Cardinals. Cubs and Cardinals, man. It's like Yankees and Red Sox. It's like, word. It's definitely.
Why can't we all just get along?
We got to find a middle ground somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
We got it, but he a White Sox fan, so I can't even fight him. No,
hey, listen. I shouldn't even be in this conversation because I'm not a sports fan at all. I don't even watch sports. So
you don't. What you be into? What you be into, man?
Oh man, I'm into my kids, man. I'm into being a father. You know what I'm saying? I'm into taking care of my mom. You know, she blind, she got diabetes. So me and my brother, we gotta hold her down, take care of everything with her. You know, it's a full-time job. You know what I'm saying? Yes. You just trying to trying to still do your music, work on your craft, but you still got to have your family obligations. So, but I'm into just, trying to stay fit, eating right, eating healthy, just keeping my mind peaceful these days. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing. I'm seeing a lot of people just going through a lot of hell right now. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's self-inflicted from neglect, you know what I'm saying, and not taking care of yourself. So that's pretty much where my mind is at more so these days. Like I walk around all day. I'm listening to podcasts about health and finances and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of, you gotta keep thinking about the future. You gotta think about the kids. It's easy to be like, you know what? The world going to shit right now. Let me just ball out and don't care about nothing. Eat what I want. But that's the shit that's catching up to us right now. So that's really what's been on my mind and what I've been into lately. But overall, it's just family. I'm into family. I'm into just being grounded. That's why I'm at with it. Word.
I remember one song you said, you bald head now, 4 grades or something like that. About 4 grades. I'm like, I feel that. Yeah,
grades coming in right now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Listen, we didn't do a good job of keeping them down. But as we get older, it's like, you gotta start thinking about life a little different. And a lot of times, a lot of us, I'm sure y'all too, y'all probably think we be the age where we at right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? At this point in life right now. So it's like, I'm here. I mean, there's still more I could go, I could see and do, you know what I'm saying? So one of my grandfathers, he passed away at 93 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Blessed, yeah.
But then my father passed away at 52 years old from, you know what I'm saying, neglect and shit like that, prostate cancer, and running the streets a lot and not taking care of yourself. So it's like, you got to think about how you want to live your life. So that's really where I'm at right now. Word.
That's great, yeah.
Also, if you look at us, you know what I'm saying, 50 and 40 ain't like it used to be. Like, it's just not. We youthful, we bouncy, and some of our classmates look like they died 2 weeks ago. Some of them do. But for the most part, we doing good. You know what I'm saying? We doing good, man.
That's the key thing, bro. Like, you definitely said the key word, neglect. Like people neglect a lot of things, and time being one of those things. You neglect the amount of time that you think you have. So like you were talking about, man, you can't be out here thinking, oh man, I got all the time in the world to fuck around, or the world's, going to shit. I can fuck around. No, man. I mean, what if it doesn't, man? You got to make sure that you got your knots tied up, man, so you can climb that rope, man. Get out of there.
Yeah.
Man. Like you said, some people, they don't take it seriously, man. And I mean, you're the only person that's going to save you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're the only force that's going to, change your destiny, man. Ain't nobody coming to save us, man. So we got to save ourselves, man. And it starts, like you said, being well-rounded. Health ain't just physical. It's physical, it's mental, it's spiritual, man. It's that financial. It's all that, man. It's mentality. Yeah. You definitely gotta not be neglectful when it comes to that.
Yeah. That's something, pardon me. That's something that a lot of artists don't talk about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I had to inject that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to make it a somber mood or nothing like that, but cause we getting older in the game. Like, we supposed to want to get older, you know what I'm saying? I look at dudes like Willie Nelson and James Brown and all these dudes, Ray Charles, they was up there and they went through a lot. So it's like, you got to think about that, you know what I'm saying? You got to think about it's more to life than just holding on to a youth. You got to embrace being mature. We got to embrace change, you know what I'm saying? As long as it's the right change. That's all. Word.
That's right, man. Yeah. But you said it again, man. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with aging, man. Aging
it's an honor.
Stigma. It's an honor to grow old. We know a lot of people that didn't get the opportunity, didn't get the privilege to grow old. You know what I mean? So,
but having the focus and not neglecting you is important because you have an extra motivation, and that's family. And you need to be there for that family.
Right.
To be there for that family, and in the capacity your family needs, you got to stay healthy. You got to stay focused.
Gotta be there. Hey, yo, boom. Like, my dad's a pastor, as y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Boom, I'm going to funerals of mad kids in St. Louis. Like, the first kid that I knew that died, this is really on God. I want to live long now. A lot of kids in the 90s didn't make it to a certain age. So a lot of kids around them was like, oh, man, I'm going to die anyway. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Yeah.
But
the first kid that died close to me was my friend Chris Zimmerly, and he died playing the jerk off game in the closet. G.
Oh man,
ain't that crazy?
That's a new one for me.
Yo, that's a new one for me.
Yeah, that's a new one for me right there.
The kid tied a belt. It's crazy. The kid tied a belt around his neck, jerking off in the closet, and his little sister walked in and found him dead in the closet. And then everybody else came in there, and there's a big rumor going around school. That's how it happened. And then like it came out later, the sister's like, yo, yeah, he died with his pants down. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. So all these other kids getting killed for Bulls jackets and Raiders jackets and British Knights. My homie died jerking off, man. Word. I'm like, damn, that's so lame. That sound like an episode of Stranger Things, with all due respect. That's wild.
Hey, yo, that's some Stranger Things.
Like 2 years ago, I got into Facebook and typed on there. I was like, yo, man, did Chris Zimmerly really die jerking off? And everybody's like, imagine that's how everybody remember you, man. Not about the cool things you did in life. I said, bro, I mean, yeah, that's how you went out.
The Gooners probably think he was cool.
He's a legendary
like that.
He's legendary, yeah. But I say all that to say it's an honor to live this long. And if you make it past a certain age, like you might as well just go for the 100. No, you might as well start eating salads, and running, eating smoothies, health as well.
Shoot for the stars, bro.
Shoot for the stars. Made it past 33, man. Hey, I'm here. I mean, I ain't fighting no more. Nah, I got a good job. I got benefits in the 401k. I don't got to do kick doors no more. Let's see how long I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, man, you went out to Cali for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That was dope. Listen, I had a friend of mine. Shout out to my good brother Dino, man. Listen, this brother right here, he's from California. Matter of fact, he's actually from Jersey, but he moved to California years ago. And I had put out a track years ago with I did with G-Rap on there. And I had loaded it up to Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really put it out the right way. I loaded it up. And he jumped right on the track like, yo, this is fire. He always showed me love.
Oh, yeah.
And
he
was always like, yo, if you ever want to come to Cali, I got my sofa, got your name on it. Word to mother, like on some real shit. Mm-hmm. And I was going through some bullshit, baby mother drama, you know how that go. And I said, you know what? I need to get it away. And I called him one day. I said, yo, D, cause we always kept in touch over the years. I said, yo, you still got that offer available? You know what I'm saying, for me to crash on your couch? And he was like, yeah. I said, all right, bet. I made the flight arrangement that same day, and I called him back. I said, yeah, I'm coming out there next week. And he was like, pull up, you know what I'm saying? So,
word up.
Yeah, man, I definitely landed out there. My first step was the Bay Area, man. Peace and salute to everybody out there in the Bay Area. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I had a dope time out there, man. Nothing but good people out there. Like I got real family out there, like real criminal guard family that fuck with me, man. And that open their doors up for me, you know what I'm saying? My nigga Shadow, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? D, like a lot of good brothers out there, man, you know what I'm saying? So the Bay Area was dope. It was a dope vibe. It was dope to see, that hip hop is out there. Like being from New York, sometimes you don't really know where you could go to tap into some real hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was walking around in the streets and I was running into brothers playing Just Ice and, you know what I'm saying? Like, Onyx and shit like that. And, just really tapped into like, to that grimy shit, you know what I'm saying? And, it was dope to see that, you know what I'm saying? And just to be around that vibe and that energy. From what I was told, I missed the whole hyphy movement, you know what I'm saying, era. Like everybody was like, I wish you could have been out there, you know what I'm saying, when that was going on. But, I met a lot of good brothers out there. Nothing but love and respect for the Bay Area, man. I definitely touched down in LA once or twice. Nothing but love out there. So I had a great time in the West Coast, man. Word.
I lived in the Bay Area for about 3 years, and I got to go down to LA several times. I choose the Bay Area over LA anytime, just for a number of reasons. But I mean, really, there was a lot of great rappers that came out of Oakland and Sacramento and the Bay Area and stuff like that, but they've always been fans of that New York grimy sound as well, for sure.
Yeah, that street head nod, they definitely, and even just we all I tell people, I got friends from California and other places around America. We go back and forth about the New York thing, and we cocky, we this and we that. But I try to explain to them, I was like, imagine I gave you like the first quilt. You know what I'm saying? I gave you the first quilt ever made. You know what I'm saying? And you got to make sure everything added on to that quilt is official. You know what I'm saying? And we take that to heart. You know what I'm saying? We arguing amongst ourselves about rap here every day. You know what I'm saying? So somebody else that's not from here, it ain't even like we being biased. It's like, nah, like you really got to know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely just dope to see like the spirit of hip hop out there and people still holding on to the essence of hip hop. You know, it's not. You would think you wouldn't walk around nowhere, because it's hard for me to walk around Queens and hear some classic Queens shit or some classic New York shit for that matter. And I'm hearing shit from other places, or I'm hearing Caribbean music everywhere, or Afro beats everywhere. I can't go nowhere and hear no real classic hip hop in the streets no more, or even just real R&B soul music for that matter. You know what I'm saying? You don't even hear soul music no more. You know, R&B music. What we was inspired by, where the sampling and everything came from. And you know, I got a 7-year-old daughter, and I'm watching a cartoon with her. You know, it's like this K-pop type of thing.
Pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, and it's hard to explain to them like this ain't real music. You know, it's easy for the little kids to hum along to it, but they don't even know who they trying to emulate, who they trying to copy, and their inspiration. So these kids are going to grow up now, not even know the starting point of the essence of music. You know what I'm saying? So that's what bothers me right there. So, but I keep a dope playlist going on in my crib. You know what I'm saying? So my kids gonna always know. You know what I'm saying? They be hearing music from the 50s and. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, 60s. So I try to keep them abreast of everything. So definitely.
True indeed. My baby mama do the same thing. My daughter doesn't like rap music at all. She likes Bandana. Oh, she likes Rich Ass Haitians by Makami. That's about it. Other than that, it's like hardly anything. She likes the beats, but when someone's rapping, she don't pay no attention to it. She likes, one of her favorite songs is Freak Out. Oh, she want to party and stuff. My experience with Cali niggas is I'm from Missouri, New York niggas and Cali niggas and me. We was all playing who hood is the worst in college. We all college niggas playing whose hood is the worst. I'm like, bro, man, no, but stop, man. Ain't you on scholarship? Like, word. Like, what is going on? We here in Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah, that's my experience.
Competing, right?
Yeah. They said, man, you got palm trees. I ain't gonna be scared of nowhere. They got palm trees. I'm on vacation 24/7. That shit was so funny, man. Yeah,
that's a dope vibe, actually.
So indeed. So man, Criminal God, your boy Cosmo, and I see everything's almost everything switched over to just Criminal God now.
Criminal God.
It's easier to find because so I told. 1,000 Words telling me about you, and some of the stuff was your boy Cosmo, some of the stuff was Criminal God. I see everything is except like the Architect song, I think.
Yeah.
It's called, what is it called?
For God's sake.
For God's sake, Criminal God. And he talked about you when he's on the podcast about that song right there. Criminal, because that is
shout out 1,000 Words.
Yeah. And Architect talked about that song on the podcast show. Boom.
That's my brother, Architect, man. Like we be definitely creating some magic, man. We get locked in the studio together.
True indeed.
And he sent me like a whole clip. You know what I'm saying? He like, listen, what you pick some, do what you gonna do with it. And he don't never rush the process. You know what I'm saying? He's always like, yo, I'm sending you the beats. You know, sometimes I get beats from people, and you know it's like they want you to jump on them the next hour. And I'm really not one of those artists. I mean, I would love to be set up like that, but right now I'm not set up like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have an in-house studio. I don't have an in-house producer right now. So I sit back, I load the clip up, and then when it's ready, I got enough to go in the lab and do them, I knock them out. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of dudes just be like, yo, you know, I sent it, and a few times dudes have sent me beats, and I guess because I ain't put it out when they wanted to me in that timely fashion, I guess they kind of reneged their offer. But I didn't want to record the song already, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Bro. But that make me a smarter businessman, though. You know what I'm saying? That now I gotta make sure I got everything secure now. You know, it's all dope to move off a handshake and your word, but everybody don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect you from everybody else. You tell me, yo, hey, go a beat. I want you to tear that bitch up, do your thing, let's just rock out. You know what I'm saying? And we build our rapport like that, and we start, and we move forward from there. But if you telling me, yo, here, take this beat and kill that shit, I'm gonna do it. But don't sit there and throw the beat to somebody else after you feel like I ain't jump on it the next day and record it. So that's where I'm at with it right now. I'm just learning. I'm being more mindful, being more strategic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my whole shit is just emotion. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Like everything about my criminal guard movement is just raw energy, raw emotion. I write when I can write. You know what I'm saying? I put time aside to focus on the business side of it, learn about marketing and promotion. But I can only do what I could do with what I got, and I work with what I got. And that's the point across. I think that's the point that comes across in my music. Like, this nigga's raw. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even my production, I might not even have the best quality sound production at that moment. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna come across. You know what I'm saying? The message is gonna come across how I feel, what I'm thinking, what I gotta say to you. You know what I'm saying? And everything else, I double back around and I'll come back and work on that later. You know what I'm saying? I hope I ain't getting too long-winded.
No, you good. I believe in our lane, in our genre, our niche market, I believe the stuff that you say is not sonically sounding the good or whatever, I think that works. I think
I agree.
I like that, being a Doom fan and just like hearing EPs like Covain, all this type of. I like that dusty sound. It gives it like more. I know people that dirty up their production. You know what I'm saying? So I like the dirty production. It don't make sense. It don't bother me one bit.
You know, sonically, it's like you want everything to match up sonically.
Yes. Right.
You know what I'm saying? That'd be my concern right there. You know what I'm saying? If you hear the static, if you hear some grimy static in the beginning of a joint, y'all love that type of, you know what I'm saying? That type of vibe right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Man, I don't want to get too far past what you said, man. Like, that's half the reason why I know when I first discovered the criminal God movement in the music, man, that's what instantly made me a fan of yours, bro. Is like, your energy is infectious, man. Your delivery is so naturally just on point, and the way that your presence is like you said, it's all the way live, and it's just organic and alive and fresh, bro. Like,
thank you.
I mean, like I said, the first song I heard, Today's Math, like I'm sure like a lot of people. And I mean, just the impression of that song, the energy of that song, the beat selection of it, and then what you talking on there, like your delivery, like, hey man, your writing style is interesting to me because, like, I don't feel like you said, I can tell you probably, and correct me if I'm wrong, you probably write like in chunks. Like, you didn't write that whole song like just sitting down right there. You wrote it in pieces and kept coming back. Like, catching on.
Which one today? Is that which one? Today's Mad?
Today's Mad. Peace.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
No, kick that nigga. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so, it bounces in every little spot and it has a breath and then it comes back and it's just hitting you in the face, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of them artists. Like, I mean, coming up, I used to be like, I gotta finish this rhyme.
Yeah,
it would bother me if I didn't finish a whole, you know what I'm saying, a whole verse. Now I could walk away from it and come back to it.
Yeah.
And I feel refreshed. I come back with a different train of thought, a different look at life, a different perspective.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what being an artist is about, you know, not forcing it. It just got to be a balance of having good work ethic at the same time.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's important right there. And but at the same time too, like, it gotta be, like you say, it gotta be raw, it gotta be authentic, you know what I'm saying? It gotta be like just in your face. And, that's how I kind of come at everybody. Like that's just who I am, you know what I'm saying? That's my personality. That's the type of energy I was raised around. Just aggressive men, street type of energy. I grew up in a very aggressive household. I grew up in a volatile household, abusive household. I thank God that I was never abused. My siblings, we were never abused. But when you grow up seeing abuse in your household between your mother and your father, that's enough right there. You know what I'm saying? But so it kind of like my energy is like, I always kind of like look at my energy as like, you could be sleeping 1 minute and a peaceful dream. The next minute, bam, all hell could be breaking loose. And that's the type of environment I grew up in. Everything could be peaceful 1 second, then all hell breaks loose. So it kind of keep you like
on point,
on point in a guarded type of. Your energy always gotta wake up. I wake up every day. I'm ready to fight. I don't know who I'm gonna fight. I'm not looking for a fight, but I'm ready to fight.
Yeah, I feel
you know what I'm saying? Yes. That's how I move out here. You know what I'm saying? But I got peace in my heart though. But just from being raised and conditioned that way, that's how my music come across.
Reflexes ready.
What your man? Who said it? Is it the Prodigy or Nas? Sometimes I wake up out my sleep blasting.
Yeah.
Who said that? Somebody from Queens said that.
Yeah, I think it was Prodigy. Might sound like a Prodigy bar right there.
Yeah, sometimes I got my name. Yeah.
I think there's a lot of merit in being able to step back from the verses that you're writing, though, because I think it prevents that. Oh, I could have written this instead. If you rush through a track and there it is, and then it's done, and the producer has it in their hands, and then you're listening to it going, oh, there's the line I should have put in.
Exactly.
And if you take time and let it breathe and sit with you for a bit, you've already got a framework to it. Now I can really dig in and say, oh, that's the line that needs to go there.
Exactly. And that's the part of the art I would love to tap into more, because sometimes you just want to get it out. You just want to get the music out. And even if I say ad lib wrong, I didn't enunciate a word right. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going back kind of like, but at the same time too, it's like, F it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, go on to the next one, huh?
Put it out, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't stop right here. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep going. It's only going to keep getting better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a problem with showing my history and showing my growth along the way, showing my mistakes I made along the way. I'm not from this era right here. You got to get online looking perfect and this and this and that. Now we come from effing up. We come from messing up. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
we want to follow you on that road to progression. We want to be there with you on it.
I appreciate that word. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because it's it means a lot to be recognized for something that you do. And I know how easily I could have really given up on this. I'm not no spring chicken. I've been through a lot of my life. Marriages, divorces, I got kids, I got a mother I gotta take care, did a little time in prison, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You make your mistakes and even just not having the support from people you think you will be there. But that's what make you gotta be like, you know what? Look at the people that do count. I got a strong support system. I got my brother, Money Mel, he always been there for me, you know what I'm saying, along the journey. And it lets you know right there that what you're doing means something. We standing on something.
Absolutely.
And I want people to it's my job to bring that across, to show you what I stand on. It's my job to paint the picture. Even with my music, I want to bring you into my world. You know what I'm saying? I want you to like see what I'm saying. Like I feel like I do a good job in painting the picture. And that's the art of storytelling. I'm only gonna get better, definitely.
Yeah, bro, I think you absolutely do an excellent job at making your music immersive, right? And not only that, it's delivered in a way that's effortless but intentional. You know what I mean? You can tell the power behind what you're trying to say. And not only that, again, it's relatable because you talking high powered bullshit, straight up. Like you definitely talk about, yo, we out here, criminal guy, we in these streets, I was with so and such, we was doing this, X, Y, and Z. But at the same time, you saying dope lines, like, talking about people getting their knowledge and self up and making sure that they eating right, make sure that they moving correct out here and keeping people focused. And you can tell that comes from, again, that word that's coming back, that genuine part of you, what you just been talking about right now, like understanding the variety of the struggle that's out here, bro. And that is bigger than just party and bullshit, man, because you definitely ain't on that, bro. You ain't on the party and bullshit at all.
Nah. Listen, I tell people all the time, I'm with the bullshit.
Yes.
I've been there. I'm from that. You know what I'm saying? But right now, where we at right now, it's too much at stake. I grew up in a household. My parents was 5%ers, Nation of Gods and Earths.
So
I grew up with pictures on my wall. I had Elijah Muhammad on the wall. I had Clarence 13X on the wall. I had Malcolm X on the wall. As years went on, I might have had a picture of Khalid Muhammad on the wall. I might have went to my grandmother's house. She had a picture of John F. Kennedy on the wall. She might have had a picture of white Jesus on the wall.
Right.
All these things right here shape me. All the things I've been through in my life shape my point of view, my beliefs, and a lot of it was not, as you could say, nutritious for your mind. Some of it was, but the good thing about being a 5%er, we are taught that to pick and choose the best part. Like living on the planet, whatever part of the planet you choose, you think is the best part for you, you pick it and you live on it, and you don't worry about nothing else around you. So, but can I still project those images and those beliefs and that energy that was bestowed upon me to the people? I can still project it. I just want people to understand where it comes from. It's not coming from I grew up in I guess you could say a black nationalist environment. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Southside Queens.
Yeah. We grew up, we come out of that struggle. My family's 5%. Our ideology and our belief is the black man is God. So I grew up, my born name is Allah. That's my name, Allah, my birth certificate. You know what I'm saying? So having a name like Allah, you can imagine what I went through with black people.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Black people, white people, you name it. So for me to take on the name Criminal God and get the slack I do, I've been time for this already. Yeah, he had the smoke already. Yeah,
that's tougher than LeBron James. That's tougher than LeBron James Jr. You know what I mean? Ain't a lot. Like word. Like, the dudes ain't alive for real.
Yes.
Hold on though. Check it out though. I gotta quote you real quick, man, because like I said, man, you be spitting all the lines you spit. I feel like are some of my favorite rap lines that I've heard in rap.
Dope.
Hold on. Check it out again for one of my favorite songs, brother. My man said. Corny niggas with their mixtapes, but they still made one. So I ain't
gonna hate.
They doing something. They could be robbing
and shooting something out in Baltimore, Lewis, son. Police killing us and think we ain't gonna do nothing.
That's a message to the black man. Come on. Hey, bro, like I said, I'm telling you, man, like, hey, man. That's just today's math, you know what I mean? But then it's, look, man, like your ear, again, like I think you understand the concept of it because you don't come from the future times, I like to call it. Where you're a seasoned individual who's lived life, right? So you understand the concept of relating and catching the ear. Like when I say beat selection, like you had the 5 to 50 Benny that you spit on. I think, what was that? That was Hot Soup.
Hot Soup, yeah, Hot Soup.
Oh my God, bro. You know what I mean? And you just going in on that crazy. Like, matter of fact, I think you did that at the cookout or one of them shows that you.
The 1,000 Words joint.
At the law school, we at the law school.
Mecca.
That shit went live, man. People were playing that over and over again. Like, yo, who is this? Who is this? Me, like I said, I was already up on you. But then when you did that, like, I felt like that was a way for the newer niche to kind of be like, yo, who's this brother, you know? And then I saw from there, like you kind of was plugging in with the Wiggies and all them Far Rock dudes, but just on some clean shit. Again, like you said, man, being somebody, again, from Chicago and hearing about the quilt as it was being created and Queens, the part that Queens played in that quilt, Sutton, Southside, Baisley, 140, 125, all them names that you said, everything that made you, it all came with, two sides of a coin, right? There was a lot of teaching and education that came out of that world, but also at the same time, there was a lot of teaching and education of negative shit that came out of that world. And we all picked up on it. And it was told, I think, not in a way that it was like, hey, yo, this is the good, this is the bad. It was like, yo, this is what it is. This is
what we do.
I make it a point to never try to glorify no negativity at all. I understand it's a music business. I understand that it's entertainment at the same time, but it's still my life, and I got to talk about my life the right way. I'm never going to incriminate myself. If I talk about something, trust me, I can't get locked up for it. If I did it, it was years ago. I could talk about it now. If I'm saying names, the way I'm saying these names is not offensive to the people I'm talking about. They not offended. Even one of my songs, I talked about robbing a bank, and the dudes I robbed the bank with literally jumped in the cab and left me. You know what I'm saying? And I said their name, and this dude is one of my Instagram friends. You know what I'm saying? But he goes by another name now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he don't care. You know what I'm saying? But we still cool. He did some fuck shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He knew he was in that cab.
Yeah, he knew, and he had to take that shot. You know what I'm saying? So I gave him that shot. And we kept it moving, you know what I'm saying? So
it was true.
It's true, and I try to be. I'm very responsible about what I say.
That is wow.
It's all strategic, and I don't dwell on it. Like it's probably the first time in an interview I've ever even brought that up, but I try to let the music speak for itself. If you tap in, you're gonna hear it. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah. No,
you know what I'm saying?
I hear a lot of what you say, man. You're very responsible, man. I mean, another line that sits with me that I love. I could have tried to fuck your girl, but I couldn't, but I could have though. But I didn't. But I could have though.
You know what I'm saying? You always got to show the contrast. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have went one way. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't.
Yeah. But you carry yourself different though. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what comes across, I think, in the music and just in the essence of how you move and how you present yourself. I don't know how anybody could, number one, try to press or question you about anything when it's obvious. Like, I know what a penny look like. I know what gold look like. I can look at you. You ain't fool's gold. It ain't the way you move, the way you carry, what you're speaking about. There's no way it could be confused.
It's authentic. Yeah.
It's funny enough that there are people that tried to question you and hate on you for having the name Criminal God and think that it was some way connected to trick knowledge or that it was some way connected to some sort of falsehoods. Like, how dare you claim this title? You know what I mean? Like,
speaking before doing the knowledge, they speaking. How about that?
But that's their fault, though. They shouldn't be speaking.
They got to do the knowledge
in the first place, though, because these are people that claim to be righteous people, right? And you gonna speak like that. You gonna do you think you sizing him up, and you know what he stand for, and that's how you come in. You coming from a limited position of understanding, bro. Like you not even. You ain't even doing the knowledge.
Let's do this thing. Okay, boom. Cosmo's your nickname, gave it to you by your father.
Right.
So your boy Cosmo was your name. So then, I don't know, man. Just the Criminal God ad-lib, and you saying Criminal God all the time. It's dumb catchy. It's like criminal. Not just saying that. It's like body rock, all that good stuff. It's like it's really good. So did you rebrand because the Criminal God was catching on?
I mean, I was always, it was always like a joke, you know what I'm saying? Because we 5%, so we was out in the streets, so it was always, I would literally me and my friends would literally do shit in the streets, and we would come back and we would sit in the car, or we might be counting some money in the crib, and my man would look at me like, you're a criminal, God. And look at me, we look at each other and laugh and say that shit. You're a criminal, God. And being a 5%, that was always what you heard the older generation call 5%ers back in the 80s. You're not God. I seen my grandmother call my father and my uncles that. You're not God. You ain't criminal, God. You're a criminal, God. You out here doing negative shit and calling yourself God, and you beating on your wife, or you doing drugs, you smoking crack, you robbing, you stealing, you selling drugs. So that was always the contradictory of calling yourself God. But at the same time, I look at the world. The world, to me, the world is criminal, God. Who would let children get bombed? Who would let people go? Who would let kids starve in the ghetto? Who would drop crack in the ghetto while you got a thriving black community coming up all over the country? Who would inject people with diseases and vaccines and lie? That's criminal, God. You know what I'm saying? That's the world right there. And I had to make a point to a lot of my brothers and sisters within my nation of gods and earths. I don't just belong to you. I am a 5%er. This is my foundation, but you can't put no claim on me and who I am and what I represent. I represent the world. My parents made me for the world. My message is for the world. It relates to everybody. It applies to everybody. Just turn the news on right now. Go on your phone and scroll. You're going to see somebody getting shot, somebody getting raped, somebody getting mauled, somebody getting brutalized, somebody in authority abusing their authority. That's criminal, God, right there. You know what I'm saying? If you can't see that, you can't look into the churches and the synagogues and the mosques and see what's going on and how people are living. It's all criminal and it's all God at the same time. And if you can't see that, if you can't see it and I'm talking to my black men, that everything we've done in life, they criminalize us, from our skin color to us being fathers. You know what I'm saying? Just being considered a human being is criminal. You know what I'm saying? But I was always told I'm God. So I'm going to take that and flip it on its head. Anytime you come at me and try to put me in a box, you know what I'm saying? But if you look at the world, even when you look how I post now, I post pictures that's you can relate to. If you look at it, you can place it. You can say that's criminal, God, right there. You know what I'm saying? That name right there, I could put it on anything back that's controversial, that could be negative, or it could be positive. You know what I'm saying? That's criminal, God. You know, and it's just about seeing the contrast, and hopefully that'll make people see within themselves the good, the evil, you know what I'm saying? How they gotta live, the mistakes that they could make. You got a choice. You know what I'm saying? You could go either way. So that's where I'm at with it right now.
Peace. I want to say to that and add on to that, bro. I mean, I've heard it said before that there's at least 99 aspects, if not more, maybe infinite aspects to the face of God, to who God is, the reality of God. So by Islam. By even embracing and letting it be known, again, going back to what I was saying, it isn't just good and bad, man. There's so many different pictures of reality out here, man. It's just reality. It just is what it is. It's
exactly
what it is. And man, to try to put you into a box or try to define you as one way or the other, or being outside of something or inside of something, it's a fallacy, man. It's people setting themselves up for failure, because you can't do that. You can't. Nobody can be defined as just one thing, because nobody is just one thing all the time to all people.
Exactly.
So boom. So boom. Now it's everything's under criminal God.
Everything criminal God.
Yeah. And you got all the OGs, criminal gods on your artwork for your singles and your albums, Joe.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, all them pictures are dope.
Yeah, I definitely, we from that era. I was a kid coming up seeing that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? We grew up idolizing these guys. I like I said, never to glorify negativity, but you can't forget these stories. These stories impact a lot of people's lives. It's still the talk of the town. especially in Queens and South Jamaica. Right. Like we the babies and the grandkids of all these crews that was around here getting money and hustling and going through wars with each other. We the babies and the grandkids of these dudes, you know what I'm saying? And the nieces and the nephews. So it's something that I always pay homage to. We lost a lot. We still, even to this day, it's, you know, I got relatives in my family that's still destroyed from the crack epidemic. You know what I'm saying? So when I see that, it's like, damn, it ain't 1983 no more, but you still living like that. And these brothers represent, you know, that story. You know what I'm saying? And I got other pictures too that I'm looking forward to putting out with brothers with similar stories too, even women. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't even just stop with the men. You know, you got women that been in the trenches, you know what I'm saying, that made a way, you know what I'm saying, when there was no way out here. So Criminal Guard is definitely like some deeper than what people think it is, definitely.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Hey, bro, how you link up with PA? Did you link up with them out there in Oakland?
Oh, yeah, no, I linked up with PA, actually, man. That's my brother, man. Peace to the God, PA, man. PA just gave me a call out the blue one day. I think might have been in 2021 or something like that. 2020 going into that. And it might have been, it was when I put Today's Math out. When I first put Today's Math out. And, you know, he just showed me love on the gram. Like, yo, God, yo, you dope. You know what I'm saying? And what's your math? And I gave him my math. And I didn't hear from him right away, you know what I'm saying? And then one day out the blue, he called me, and we just chopped it up on the phone, you know what I'm saying? Showed me nothing but love, and we've been locked in ever since. He had a show up here in Brooklyn. One time he came up here to New York. He had a show. He called me. He said, "Listen, I'm doing a show," and BK with the brother DJ Ronan and a couple other good MCs that was out there. It was Royal Flush. It was a couple dope MCs. Yeah, man. Rusty Jukes. It was some dope MCs out there, man. He said, "Listen, man, come through, do your Today's Math song." And
shit.
We got up on stage, and he was right there rocking with me, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's so cool.
Yeah, like, no, he knew word for word. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think he knew how much of a fan I was of him. You know what I'm saying? And just knowing that he was a 5% on the West Coast, that meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's it's a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? We always had considered knowledge of self on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They were pretty much on the West Coast. You pretty much had the idea of everybody's gang related or something like that. Right. So you're not knowing whose mentality. I mean, you had the Black Panthers and you had militant movements out there, but as the years went past and those movements died, you really didn't know who had knowledge of self out there, who was on that type of time. So just to know it was a brother named Planet Asia Medallions out there that was, you know what I'm saying? That was my brother. Yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful to me, word, man. But I linked up when I went out to when I went out to Oakland. We went out to High Road Day. Peace to everybody. And then came out to High Road Day. Yeah, Hieroglyphics, man. Salute to them brothers. Brothers showed me nothing but love, man. Nothing but love. And went out there, rocked out with PA, had a great time. Rocked out with Architect, you know what I'm saying? Had a dope time out there, man. Yeah. Shout out to Izzy Nice, too. The good brother Izzy Nice, man. Gold Chain, man. Word.
Yes, sir.
Gold Chain music, man. That's
Izzy
dope,
Nice
man.
do the videos, too, right?
Yeah, definitely. He do videos. He do production. Izzy Nice. If I don't get no production from Architect, it's definitely from Izzy Nice. Word.
That's what's up.
Well, I like to say to the lame niggas out there, that's Planet Asia. Someone's gonna be like, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Yeah. Everybody
Gold
loves
Chain music.
Everybody, the rapper is Planet Asia.
Yes.
You got Will I Am talking about, yo, I want to rap like Planet Asia. Like, if I could, you got Talib Kweli talking about Planet Asia, man. So that's like pretty dope. Linking up with the God, yo.
For him to tell me I was like one of his best favorite rappers at that time. You know, he might have moved on now, but we brothers now. So but for him to tell me that definitely meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he rolled out the red carpet for me out there, and everybody that's family to him, they made me family. So salute to Planet Asia. Word.
That's great.
Man, but I was gonna say I don't want to take you off, Lukey, but again, like that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, yo, you hit like an atom bomb when you put out Today's Mad, bro.
Yeah,
like, I mean, that was the talk of the world of hip hop, I think, for at least a good year and a half, 2 years even. You know what I mean?
Right,
it was just I mean, you would just hear everybody would be like, yo, peace, God, what's Today's Mad?
Yeah.
Whoop that nigga ass. You know, like everybody was saying that, man. And it was like, but again, like I said, not only that, it's just, again, your delivery was just so on point, and it was just such a raw hip hop song that everybody was like, yeah, that's it. So it makes perfect sense that, you know, legends, ill technician MCs such as Planet Asia would recognize you and be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, be fully tapped in.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I see what this is. Come on, you know, you rocking with me, we rocking with you. You know,
it's so good. It's so good to have that love. You know what's crazy? I laugh about that song, Today's Mad, because that song might have been in my rhyme book for about 6 years before I recorded it. Just
sound season. It was powerful before it was birthed to the world. That's all it was.
And you know, I love that beat right there, that Black Moon beat. Like that's a classic. You know what I'm saying? And you know, with me, you know, a lot of my West Coast brothers tell me, yo, why you giving away music when you rap over industry beats or beats that been out already? Mm-hmm. And you know, we from New York. You know, I still want to create that mixtape feeling, that vibe.
Yeah.
You know, I still want to give you that feeling when you came to New York in the 90s and you heard mixtapes, and you know, and I want to give it a balance too of my original, you know what I'm saying, production tracks. So, but sometimes I don't mind just as long as you got that feeling from me, as long as you know Criminal God gave you that feeling that no other artist gonna give you, you know what I'm saying, when you hear that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I depend on, I depend on people respecting that about me. Like, you know what? You know that, you say, you know, that's Criminal God right there. I'm not looking for perfection. You know what I'm saying? I want you to understand what I'm talking about right now and get the point. Word.
No, you get the point across. Bro.
One of the appeals to the mixtape era for me was hearing an iconic beat, and then what I expect to come in doesn't come in. And you know it's great when it becomes the new reason I like that beat.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you know, I no longer think of that other lyric coming in. Exactly. I'm now thinking of yours because it's the one that now belongs on this beat. And to me, there's no other power move in hip hop like taking an iconic beat and saying, this is now mine. This is what I would do with it. And it elevates. You know, that's crazy to me. I love that.
I take on that attitude, even with just my branding. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to slap the name Criminal God on anything I could that makes sense. I could put my name on. Mm-hmm. Even and then just being from, like you said, that mixtape era. I was doing that. How 50 Cent came in the game. Off of mixtapes,
beats, pause.
Yeah, I was doing a group thing. We did that our whole life. You know what I'm saying? The first place I went and recorded a song. I'm sure y'all familiar with Rest in Peace, the good brother Don Newkirk. Mm-hmm. Third base. Yeah, Don Newkirk. Yeah, Don Newkirk. He was one of a dope producer, a dope artist, and he had lived in Queens probably a few blocks from me. He was on Foch Boulevard off of Foch and Merritt. And he had a house that you wouldn't even think, like, he had like one of the dopest studios inside his house. The house didn't look like much from outside. But when you went inside that house, you know what I'm saying? And you was like, you know, he was really like, oh, he had everything. That's when everybody had the boards and everything, you know, the wood grain, cheap, you know, everything was there. So, just being that somebody right there that I got to, like, you know, just be around legends in the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, coming up like that. But I don't even know if I went off topic, but I was doing mixtapes. That's how we started doing mixtapes. The first beat I rapped over was a Bismarcky beat. You know what I'm saying? So that energy is always, it's fun. It keeps it fun to me because sometimes, you know, we doing business right now and people will send me music. You know, they might want me to rap on the beat for them, you know, and I might not be feeling the beat. But it's you the producer, you want me on the beat, and you willing to pay me for my time, and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? But it get to be times where sometimes the beats are not fun to rap on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to always be. I'm not. You know, everything don't got to be fun, but you know, this is a craft. This is our art. You know what I'm saying? So if you send me a beat and I got to sit down to that shit, and that shit depress me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, bro. I don't even want your money, bro. I don't want to rap over this beat. It don't give me. Yeah, I can't. I want you to hear my shit and want to turn it on. I don't want you to hear Criminal Guard and be like, that beat selection is shitty right there. Why did he pick that? Or I could tell he really wasn't feeling it like that. You can tell. Yeah, you can tell if my heart is not in it. You know what I'm saying? So I try to keep it right there with it.
Your brother, your 5%er brother, he did that. He told that to me. I sent the whole song, Raz Fresco, and he said, hey, you got something else to rhyme on? I said, nah, not right now. I still ain't saying nothing else. Yeah, but I get it. I get it.
I mean, you know, sometimes the producer might be in a mood when he's producing the beat. Sometimes me and Architect used to be in the studio in Oakland, and you know, we got some liquor, we got some weed. You know, he might have went through some anything, you know, and we might have not slept for 2 days straight. You know what I'm saying? He was just trying to just get the juice out. You know what I'm saying? The creativity. And you go through the motions to get it right. You know what I'm saying? And some shit stick, some shit don't. You know what I'm saying? Right. But overall, you want I want the listener to have a good experience overall. I don't want to give you no bullshit.
Do you and Architect have an album coming out soon?
We need to. Yeah, we need to. He knows that. We talk about that all the time. We actually spoke last week about, you know, just him sending me some new joints to work on. But we definitely gonna do that. It's definitely overdue. We got a dope chemistry. He's in the pocket of where I like to be at as far as my flow, my cadence, my swag. He let me breathe. I could talk my shit and not feel like I'm just trying to, you know, run through the track. You know what I'm saying? And so I like that chemistry right there. Every time he do give me beats that's like, one time he sent me a pack and I was like, this sounds like some Tribe Called Quest type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Some Q-Tip type of vibe. And he'd be like, nah, you know, live with it. Like I said, he don't rush me. You know what I'm saying? He don't be like, live with him. You know what I'm saying? I might have the beats for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Or a year or something like that. But I might just be knocking one beat at a time, knocking them down. Yeah. Before I know it, I was like, damn, I didn't know I could fuck with those, but whatever vibe I was in that day made it happen.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, it made it happen. And, you know, some of them, I might have a few just sitting in my laptop that I probably won't touch. But for the most part, 99.9% of the beats he sent me, you know what I'm saying, is always on point. Always on point.
Yeah. And before we move on to the next thing, that's a real thing. Like, you don't know today's math. And, like, you get your ass whooped. That's why, for a minute, when I was telling niggas peace God, I was like, you know what? I might not want to say this shit. Am I willing to, like, really get, to my next door neighbor? What? He was on OG 5% down here. And he was like, you know, really, we could really serve a universal, like, over this. I'm like, dang, bro, I was trying to be down.
Right.
I was like 21.
I used to see it go down as a kid. My father used to take me to rallies and stuff like that. And but I mean, having that approach right now, you're really not saying you kind of you're not civilized.
It's counterproductive.
It is. You know what I'm saying? I'm always carry on tradition, but I'm not going to carry on ignorance. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things we did was ignorance. You know what I'm saying? If a person don't know something, he's supposed to correct them the right way.
Yes, sir.
And to see people like damn near look on the verge of death, getting beat up as a kid. You know what I'm saying? And hear stories and, you know, see that it's, you know, it kind of puts you in a different place mentally, where it's like you got to have more compassion for each other. You know what I'm saying? As people, as brothers, you know. So, you know, but at the same time, you know, you had to be there. You know, you just had to be there. Yeah, you had to see it. It was a time, huh? Yeah, it was a time. You know what I'm saying? And it was what it was. Yeah, it was what it was, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew what they were signing up for. I hope they did. You know what I'm saying? And but you know, we grow. We grow. That's our job, to grow as men out here, as individuals. My kids, they hear my daughter. She's 7 years old. She's probably with me more than anything, and she hears me playing my music. You know, so I talk to her. You know, about, you know, she might hear a verse and say, "Daddy, you robbed the bank." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it might be silly and funny at first, but it's like, you know what? Now I gotta explain to her what she's hearing. You know what I'm saying? And go into depth about. Don't just brush it off. You can't just brush nothing off, because you might brush off a Disney episode on TV and the kid come home a whole different way. You know what I'm saying? Because you brushed something off that you didn't think was harmless. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that could be anything. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really brush nothing off as far as what we see, what we hear. You know, I remember my grandmother she used to always tell me, anytime you go in that bathroom, you take a shit, you take a magazine or a book in there with you. You got some bullshit going in, you got some shit, something smart going in your brain. You ain't gonna sit there, you're gonna sit there and read. Now people go in the bathroom, everybody just scrolling out. We're not really on their phones, taking that time and really like, you know what? Yeah, I used to have the National Geographics in the bathroom on the damn, on the thing, you know what I'm saying? And all type of magazines and stuff, you know, Jet magazines, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like that no more. We definitely lacking and missing out on a lot that makes a big difference on who we are and just the direction that the music is going to go to. I care about the music and where it's going to go to, especially being from Queens. We had to fight in Queens for our respect in New York. That's why I tell out-of-town people from other states, y'all don't be crying. Queens went through it. You know what I'm saying? And this is our home. We went through it. We had to fight for everything here. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was prison, whether it was respecting music. You know what I'm saying? It's because of how the dynamics of the borough was, you know what I'm saying? So, but as time goes on, we got heavy hitters now. So I want any heavy hitter coming out of Queens doing music to really uphold that and keep that bar. I feel like I'm keeping that bar to a certain, you know what I'm saying, to a higher level right now, you know?
No, you an official Queen representative, bro. I mean, without question, you know, that's, again, like I said, it's laced in the DNA of your sound. And again, just your ear, you can tell you're seasoned. You can tell you come from a different era. Living Lit, for example, the Half a Mill beat, rest in peace, Half a Mill. You know what I mean? Like, just the choices you make and the message that you get across. People who know what they dealing with know what it is. It's instant. It's undeniable. It's easily recognizable. Like, yeah, this that authentic. Again, that word keep coming up. That genuine, real shit. Right. Real shit. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I know, like, I'm not one of those artists. I know what I gotta do to get my brand and my movement and my business to where I want it to get. It's just about getting the funds and resources together to get it there. Because this ain't about waiting for nobody to come snatch me up.
Nope.
You know, I look at a lot of people in Queens, in my neighborhood, and that's no disrespect to nobody, but ain't nobody come to save you. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And people from Southside know what I'm talking about. Nobody's coming to save you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do your thing like that man did his thing. And I'm talking about 50 Cent.
That's
right. You know
what
I'm saying? The same way he built himself up, you gotta build yourself up. And I feel like I'm doing the exact same thing. I made my own lane. I got my own brand. It's undeniable. It's recognizable. I'm not biting off nobody. I'm standing on my own right now. And I'm not looking for no approval for nobody. I don't send my music to no artist. I don't send my music, listen to this. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get it, that's a sign to me that I gotta be a better marketer. You know what I'm saying? I got more marketing and promotion. I gotta learn how to do better. If I didn't reach you yet. But as far as me sitting back, waiting for approval from anybody, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I've been through too much. Too much at stake. I lost too much. I'm still fighting for a lot right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you can't hear my voice, I'm fighting for my life. I am. You You know what I'm saying? I'm not rich. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make this shit happen day by day, every day. You know what I'm saying? With real life shit. You know what I'm saying? I might have just finished wiping my mother's ass. You know what I'm saying? And changing her diaper. Or cooking dinner for my kids and come back and somebody send me a beat and I'm like, damn, I might be tired. I'm like, you know what? Let me go throw the beat on. Let me just see if I can get a vibe to it. But that me going that extra mile is what keep me in the game. Will keep me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what? It pays off. You know what I'm saying? You never know who. I never know who hears my music. I never know who's watching me. I don't care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got to do this for me right now. Right. And everybody gonna have their opinion. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't helping me, I don't care about your opinion. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's like I'm being great. I mean, I know what I've been through. I feel like I'm successful already. You know what I'm saying? You might not see me with a bunch of jewelry on, and I might not be running around a bunch of cars and shit like that. But I know I'm successful in my heart. I know I'm successful in my mind, my spirit, my energy. Everything else gonna follow. That's nothing. I look at life like this. I call myself criminal God because I said to myself, one of the reasons was you did everything you could possibly do on these streets to get money. None of it never worked out. My friends went to jail. Some of them died. I end up going to jail. I gotta pay restitution back. You know what I'm saying? Your mother gotta put up a house now. You lose your relationships. Your kids can't come see you. My daughter used to come see me on a visit, crying. That used to make me cry. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you lose so much. You know what I'm saying? So to keep that in the back of your mind and to know how far I came, you know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, I won already. You know, so all I gotta do is just keep getting better as a person. And it's just going to make my wins, it's going to magnify my wins. But if I sit back and be like, you know what? Oh, I'm criminal God. They know who I am and have that cocky bullshit ass attitude. You'll forget about me. You'll be like, yo, he blew a chance to really make a difference out here with his music, with his brand. You know what I'm saying? That I got something strong. I say it a lot. A lot of these rappers, they're going to be rapping for dear life. You don't care if you kick 1,000 bars. You know what I'm saying? You just going to keep on being exploited. Once you put on a video, you scroll, we forgot about you. You forgot about me. That's why I post the way I post. It ain't about likes. It's about who saw my shit. Yeah. You might be sitting back waiting for one picture to get you 750 likes or whatever. I might have posted like fucking 30 pictures and added all them views up together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it ain't about who liking your shit. It's about making people aware of your brand. And if you don't have no brand, you rapping ain't no brand. Mm-hmm. Me talking about how many miles I could run and rapping about how many, A and making the letters, the alphabet rap together, it ain't gonna get me nowhere. And then you can look at some of the greatest MCs, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say it didn't get them nowhere, but if you don't have a brand in this era and time, it's gonna be hard to sustain and do business with other brands, other companies. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's what something I look at, I pay attention to. And I wonder if the right people was paying attention. But like I said, there's nothing nobody could do for me except if you got love in your heart for what I'm doing, make somebody else aware of what I got going on. Yes, sir. For me to get into the next level, I gotta get some bread. I gotta get some money. I gotta work on my marketing and promotion. So that's where I'm at with it right now. Definitely.
But 2025, you dropped the CYC. Crazy Young Criminals.
Crazy Young Criminals. Yeah.
True indeed. What is next up? What is next up?
You talking about as far as next to the project?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right now, I got about maybe 10, 12 joints that I actually sat down last night and had to put the checklist on the side of them. All right, this is done. It's just all about me putting it out. I'm not in a rush to put the music out. I'm in a rush now. I wouldn't say I'm in a rush, but what's more important to me is my visuals. I got to put more visuals out. I got to get more visual. And I'm not as visual as I would like to be at this moment because I got my mother. You know what I'm saying? The situation with my mom's going on. I got damn near full custody of my 7-year-old. she's with me all the time.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? So I have to make up in other aspects that she's lacking in life. I got to be everything to her. You know what I'm saying? So it keep me grounded. But at the same time, too, it's like, you know what? You got to make these appearances. This is New York City. There's so much shit going here every weekend. Every night somebody inviting me to something, and I can't really make it how I want to make it. So once I find a way to, kind of get things in its place where I can move around a little bit more easily, I'm on it. But until then, it's, you know what? Keep making my brand aware. Don't give up. Don't get comfortable, because I know I'm close to where I want to be. I'm where I want to be. I wasn't where I'm at last year. I wasn't on your show last year. You know what I'm saying? I'm here this year. That's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about staying positive and just keeping myself in the game. And I go back to just staying healthy. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping myself right. Because if I go out here, get into some bullshit, ass beef with somebody over some dumb shit, go out here and get myself locked up, go out here and abuse my body, I ain't no good to nobody, you know what I'm saying? So, but the CYC album, that's the last project I put out. It was mostly a bunch of joints that I had already out, and I kind of like put them on there. Some I didn't think got didn't get the air, you know what I'm saying? I wanted it to get, so I kind of put it out there. The title CYC, that was a crew from my block, a bunch of wild little young boys, you know what I'm saying? And they would call themselves CYC. And these like my friends. We grew up together, you know what I'm saying? So that's something I always kept in mind. Like, if I would do a project, I'm gonna name it CYC, and I found a picture that I thought kind of represented how we looked coming up, you know what I'm saying? And I threw that out there. But right now, like I said, I'm just cooking right now. I'm cooking. I'm not really even sticking to even the joints I've got. I'm not saying, I'm stamping these are the joints that go on the next album. I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling creative. So if I get more track from somebody, you know what I'm saying? I might, swap a few out, you know what I'm saying? And do it like that, depending on how I feel. But nothing is a throwaway. Nothing never a throwaway. Yeah, you gonna get this work, definitely.
What up?
That's awesome.
What up, PrimoJAB?
Well, I got two things before I ask you my main thing. It's crazy. Like, I'm really waiting to talk to you. But you dropped another gem, man. Taking care of yourself has really paid off, and is gonna pay off for you, especially with establishing your brand. Because while you're talking about you need to do more visuals, that's great. That's absolutely something that I think works very well for you. You have visuals out. You got a lot of videos out, and just like you said, you can continue posting pieces of the videos that you have out, just little bits and pieces, just so you have content that exists. But again, your benefit from that is the fact that you take care of yourself. Like you look damn near the same in all of your media. Anything there. So it's not like you've aged and you ain't haggled and the weight of the blade on you, man. So it's not. So people might be catching the video from 6-7 years ago and still be like, oh yeah, I mean, this is the same as this episode that's coming out in January 2026. He looked the same. So that you got that going for you, and that's that mentality. But also, it goes back to just who you are as an MC. The energy that you put forth, you have maintained your energy from 6-7 years ago. Again, 12 years, whatever media you want to look at, to now. It's always still the same hard hitting delivery. It's still the same power that you put forth, bro. So yeah, I mean, since you got that, there's no really, I think, obstacles towards your brand expanding, because this machine that we in right now, it's all about feeding it content, feeding it content, little snippets of content. And you got that stacked up. But so that was the two things I had to say. I didn't want to get too far past it, because again, you dropping jewels at a heavy rate out here, and I want people to recognize that.
I appreciate that word.
But then, like I said, I got a top 5 for you, man. Something that we do out here. as a Queens MC, as a Queens dude, give me your top 5. And I know you already said 50, so you can give me another 5 after that. But give me your top 5 influential MCs and just, I guess, influential people that came out of Queens, that put on for Queens, that held down Queens, that made it so that Queens was no longer taking shit, that Queens was the shit. Who's on your Mount Rushmore? 5 faces.
5. Well, number 1, Peace to the Kings of Queens from Hollis, Run DMC, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Salute to my Hollis Queens brothers, but Run was the epitome of an MC for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I remember my mother bringing home their albums for me. You know, I remember buying their tapes as a kid. I remember seeing them riding around Queens. You know, that was them. You know, I was Run DMC. So Run, I would say Run, definitely. I would say definitely Kool G Rap. You know, I had the opportunity and the privilege of being with that brother every day for probably a little bit over a year. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother had a recording studio, and I met G-Rap through a friend of mine named Born Master, and we was locked in ever since. And you know, I was just sitting there and watch G-Rap record his whole method, you know, even just how you see he get a verse started and he just see him like this. Like, yeah, he's just going. I'm like, I'm just watching. I'm like, you know what? Whatever wave he on, I gotta be on that same wave where he rocking like that. You know what I'm saying? And so G-Rap definitely. Of course, number 3, Nas.
Yeah.
Nas is probably one of the MCs that I probably listen to more than anything. Nas is definitely on that Mount Rushmore. Queensbridge, salute. And how many is that? That's Run.
That's 3.
That's
G-Rap. That's Nas. Oh man, the good brother Prodigy, man. Prodigy is another one, man. Prodigy is somebody that he had a flow that to me was just unmatched. It was unorthodox. It was just no way to describe Prodigy flow, but he was always where he had to be at on the beat. And I respected Prodigy because at the same time too, I saw his mind was changing, his thoughts was changing on the world. Yeah. To see them go from juvenile hell to everything in between that to
hit it from the back.
Hit it from the back. And he was talking about all the Illuminati stuff, and there was a dialect to it. It was something he was. He could tell he was reading. He could tell he was reading, and I respected that he wasn't afraid to show that he was reading too. You know what I'm saying? So Prodigy, and I say my last, man, I gotta give it up to LL, man. LL was like, that's the GOAT right there. You know what I'm saying? Like if you had to model yourself after somebody with longevity, with somebody that cared about health, fitness, you know, expanding his career, acting, you know, businesses and stuff like that, family man. You know, LL, you cannot override, can't never forget LL. So those would be my 5 of my hip hop queens, Mount Rushmore right there, definitely.
I mean, that's the right 5. That's the right 5.
That. Real quick.
I mean, I normally say those things are subjective, but anybody that doesn't have those 5 in their top 5 from Queens is just, they're wrong. So
right, and like I said, and I gotta throw 50 in there. You know what I'm saying? I gotta throw 50 in there too.
You can get an honorable mention. That's for sure. That's for sure.
He wouldn't even be mad at that. He'd be like, "Oh, what was your?" Okay, I hear.
Yeah, that's probably his list.
He would get it.
That's probably his list.
That's his list too, right?
Right.
Before I throw it to Carl, Paul. Hey, yo, boom. You had talked about in 1991. This one dude from Queens dropped a song, and I forget his name.
Corey D.
I gotta look that up. Corey D.
Corey D. I
was gonna say Chucky D.
Yeah, Corey D. Corey D was a street legend, man, from 109 in Merrick, man, a street legend. You know, he was out here doing his thing, and
Corey D.
he had wrote a rhyme called a dedication rhyme. And that rhyme right there, he was naming all the drug dealers in the neighborhood, all the you know, the drug lords and the hustlers and stuff like that, and people in the neighborhood, things that was going on. So he was the one doing that before I guess you could say 50 came out with the Ghetto Quran, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that even before me with the hot soup, like Corey D was somebody that was just a local tape that was going around Queens, you know what I'm saying? South Jamaica for the most part. Salute to Grandmaster Vic, DJ DeWitt, Tate Master B, Big JT, Rockaway Twins, you know what I'm saying? Like so many others, you know what I'm saying? Kid Quick, you know, it's just them DJs right there, like they keep the essence of the Queens culture, music culture alive. You know, we come from that Park Jam era. That was a volatile era, you know what I'm saying? I seen my friends get killed in them parks, you know what I'm saying? Your music playing one minute, next you know somebody got beef and it's a shootout. You know, people getting stampeded on, you know, and hopefully you be the one that get up and can walk away. You know what I'm saying? When you look back and it's like you see your kids dead on the ground and shit like that. So that music was like those Park Jam tapes that Corey D rhyme, that was like a soundtrack to what was going on in South Jamaica, Queens at that time. You know, Baisley Park, Notorious Park. I lived my whole life in Baisley Park. You know what I'm saying? I seen it all. 40 Park. You know what I'm saying? So
which one of those parks is the one that 50 bought and really
50 bought. It wasn't really actually a park. It was kind of like a community garden, but it's right. It's probably like a block away from Baisley Projects.
Okay,
it's a community garden. Yeah, he did a nice. It was a space that really wasn't utilized, and I guess he came and spruced it up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They got like bookshelves. People could come and donate books. You want to sit down? They got benches. You can it's a peaceful place in the middle of the project. You can just actually go sit down and just.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Get away if you want. You know what I'm saying? So it's a nice. Yeah, it's something that I feel like it's a good. You know what I'm saying? A good space that he kind of utilized right there. So shout out to him for that, man. Definitely.
And I just Google. I was putting in YouTube 50 Cent. Shout out Corey D on a song. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So Corey D. He definitely always shout Corey D out, man.
Yeah, there's like 10 videos of Corey D. dedication rhyme.
Yeah,
so, you know, it's a popular. And they had a remix made in 2014. So like, so it's like, it's like a continuing legendary thing.
All right, maybe you know what it is probably because it was a long rhyme and
like 4 minutes. I see like
he actually every tape might have had a different part of the rhyme on there. You know what I'm saying? And he probably said the rhyme on different occasions and added different stuff to it. So sometimes people get stuff at a different time than others, but pretty much everybody from Southside heard everything from Corey D. Definitely. Rest in peace to my brother. Yeah.
What up, Carl? What we got, bro?
I know we're coming down to the end of it, and I, again, highly anticipated this interview and way exceeded expectations. I mean, the way you represent Queens, the way you represent the honesty and 5%ers, the way you represent you and your family, the way you represent rap culture and your respect for the OGs and for the people around you. It's amazing to me. And it makes me super happy that, we get to have you on this platform to show other people the depth of quality of character that you have, because, you're such an exceptional person. And, it just, I don't want to sound gross, but it oozes out of all of your pores.
Thank you. And
it's amazing. It's an amazing quality. And I'm just so honored that you came and hung out with us today.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You don't know how much that means to me, because sometimes you're going through life and you don't feel like people appreciate what you do. You don't know if what you're doing is getting recognition or it's touching people the way you intended it. So for you to say that to me, I appreciate y'all for even, like I said, give me the opportunity to come on here and be myself and talk to y'all, you know what I'm saying, about my journey and what I want to do and what I've been doing and what I'm going to continue doing, but thank you again. Like, it means more to me for anything to people to know that it's real people out here. Everybody in hip hop, everybody in rap is not a clone. Money is not the end all be all for us. It's about integrity. And having integrity and having self-respect mean more than anything. So I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Part one. This is just part one. We'll definitely have you back for sure.
Oh, definitely. Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Indeed.
Looking forward to it.
Before we get out of here, a lot of people think doing manly stuff is this, that, and the third. This man taking care of himself, taking care of his family. That's the biggest, manliest thing you could do. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
That's being a man right there. You know what I'm saying? Word. Boom. That or like killing an animal with your bare hands. I don't know that too. You kill a giraffe.
Why are you trying to choke out a giraffe?
Here we go again, Carl.
What's your bare hands? Like, where on the giraffe's neck do you choke?
Yeah, where would you? That's a great question. Up high, probably. You got to go right under.
I mean, you're not going to get your hands around the base of it.
Pause.
That's a heavy pause.
Pause. Ostrich and giraffe. You kill an ostrich and giraffe, you win. I mean, you number one draft pick, you number one seed, everything, yo. Boom, boom, boom.
Damn, anyway, that's a high criteria, man. That's
anyway. Y'all eat healthy. Y'all drink. Everybody out there in the internet world. Oh, shout out to my guy Doomsday. I was at a local establishment. I walk in, the dude look at me funny. I think I'm about to fight. I got JC right there. He said, "Oh, Lukey Cage," and I said, "Oh shit, yeah, that's me." And then he said he listened to the podcast. So shout out to Doomsday. Yeah, and he went back. Yeah, and he's from South Florida. And I gave him all. I'm going to give him all the South Florida rappers and stuff, and listen to the end of the year awards and stuff. Went back and all that stuff. So people are listening out there. Thank y'all for listening. Doomsday, go check out Criminal God. Criminal. God.
Criminal God, no mystery God.
No mystery God, yo. No mystery God. Yeah, but there is mystery meat. You know what I'm saying? Word. And we don't eat that shit. Episode 229. Yeah, word. Boom. We'll see y'all next week. Yeah. Criminal. God. Yeah, 229. Valdosta.